I keep trying to take a picture of my face to verify my identity on Uber Eats, but there's no internet, so it keeps getting an error. I don't like to delay too long taking a picture when it asks for one about people who got kicked off the app because they thought the account was being shared with other people. I wonder if I ever grew a beard or a mustache, or what if I grew my hair really long? Hey everybody, it's Vegas Ride Along. Today is Saturday. The goal today is to make $40, and I'll be working today from 10 o'clock until 1:30. First offer up is from DoorDash. I'm going to be going to Target shopping for 4 items, 5 units. Then going to Lindo Michoacan. I'll be getting $23.55 for 12.7 miles. I got my shingles vaccine, or the second dose, on Tuesday, and that night I got so sick from the side effects from the shingles vaccine. So I got fever, chills, muscle aches. I was up all night just trembling and waiting for it to pass. It was probably the strongest side effect I ever had from a vaccine. But I wasn't surprised because ChatGPT said it was one of the most strongest vaccines that people have reactions to. But now it's all in the past now, and I think the only side effect I still have is some redness at the injection site on my arm and a little bit of soreness still. And it has been since Tuesday, today's Saturday, so I think that's like 4 or 5 days that have passed since I got it. And this is my first day back doing deliveries, so let's see how rusty I am. I don't know if I'm going to be shopping for anything difficult with this order. I'm going to take a look while I wait for people to cross the road here. Tampons. What is this? It's a serving tray. Someone's having some type of fancy get-together. What else am I going to be shopping for? A decorative white basket, some plastic wrap, and that's it. That doesn't look too bad. It's the last one. The app was wrong for every single item regarding where the items were located. So I had to use the Target app to find all this stuff. Let's get going. Next stop is going to be Lindo Michoacan, 4 minutes, 1.2 miles. They were out of stock on the plastic wrap that they wanted, but an approved substitution was a 400 square foot of the plastic wrap. For the plastic serving tray they wanted, I got the last one. I lucked out on that. Everything else was in stock, no problems. The food should be ready for pickup since I was inside of Target for a while. Sometimes when I go to this restaurant, the food isn't ready because they're so busy, and people usually order these really big quantities of food. Hi, picking. First place we're going to be going to is the Lindo Michoacan drop-off, 4 minutes, 1.5 miles. Is it an apartment? No, it's a business. Please bring inside at the front desk. Let's go. I weighed myself on Tuesday and I lost some more weight. It wasn't quite a pound, but I still lost weight. I'm over 13.6 or something like that pounds down from the time I started this weight loss plan. And I have to lose, I think, about a little over 10 more pounds to go. I've been on this diet now for 14 weeks, and now it's very routine. The nice thing about it is I just kind of eat whatever, and the only thing that's really the same is my breakfast. Everything else is just, whatever I feel like eating, I just eat it. I just got an add-on to the order to go to Chipotle for an extra $5. I think it's just like an extra 0.2 or 0.3 miles. The app says I'm still going to be dropping off the Lindo Michoacan order first, and then I assume next is Chipotle because it's right next door to the drop-off. Hi for Tony. Next stop is going to be the Chipotle. It's just a quarter of a mile in this same shopping complex. And the order that I just dropped off, I was supposed to take a picture, but I had already walked out. So I just tapped on the button that said handed to customer. I think I'm safe. It seems like a pretty reputable place to drop off. I don't think they're going to make a complaint that they didn't get the order. Alright, well that took a minute. Next drop off is going to be the Chipotle order. This person that ordered from Target, they're just going to have to wait. The app is telling me to do the Chipotle next. 5 minutes, 1.3 miles. It's going to be a difficult apartment, and it's a contactless delivery. Let's roll. The apartment complex that I'm going to normally has no gate code, and you have to go to a specific entrance and wait till somebody either lets you in or, well, that's it. You have to wait till somebody lets you in. Those are your only two. It's your only choice. I don't think I've ever been there where the gate was just open. It's always closed. When I went inside the Chipotle, I immediately was able to speak to the guy that was ringing everybody up with their orders, and he said it wasn't ready. And I stood there for about 7 minutes just waiting, just listening to all the craziness going on in there of people paying for their orders and the chaos of the workers just trying to keep the trays filled with food. And then finally a lady just came up and asked me who I was there to pick up for, as if I didn't already tell them. And she She had a bag in her hand. I said the name and she handed it to me. This looks like this is going to be a really short day in terms of number of jobs. After this, I'll be close to 30 bucks, which means I only got to do one more job and I'll be done for the day. Yo, just as I thought, the gate is closed. Now I've got to wait for somebody to show up. This has to be my least favorite place to end up at when it comes to dropping off at apartment complexes. Only because of the gate issue, that's really what makes it difficult. I have this entire complex mapped out, so it's not hard to find the buildings. It's just hard to get in. Bye, Chipotle. No problems finding the front door. Next stop is going to be dropping off the Target order. 18 minutes, 8 miles. It's going to be a house. Ring doorbell when dropped. Thank you, smiley face. During my recovery period from the shingles vaccine, I was making new thumbnails for the majority of my most current YouTube videos. I was having a really good time making them. I was just basically telling the chat GBT or Gemini or one of them, I don't remember which. I was just telling them like what I wanted to look like, and I upload a photo of myself and a photo of a DoorDash bag. And I was just putting myself in all kinds of funny scenarios that would relate to the video. And I was really entertaining myself for at least for a couple of days. In some of the thumbnails that I made, sometimes the person or the image of me kind of looks like me, and then it kind of doesn't. But I figured, well, it looks like me close enough, AI. You did a decent job. I'm just going to go with it. I spent most of my career using Adobe products like Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, and with all of these AI capabilities now, I don't see how Adobe as a company is going to be able to survive this transformative technology. I really can't figure it out. I'm like, this thing makes it so easy to make anything you want, any type of visual thing you want. It doesn't make anything in high def or high resolution printing, at least as far as I can tell. But for what most people use graphics for these days, it kind of solves the problem for just about anything. I suppose the one thing it cannot resolve is for large companies or any companies that are worried about copyright infringement or proprietary things. I could see them still needing to use the traditional tools or resources to get the job done, because there would be a lot of questioning from I guess from other companies when they start doing crazy things that most of us do just for fun or for small endeavors. I think there was a commercial that McDonald's did using AI, and they got such negative feedback from it that they pulled it from the internet. It was something to do, I think, with McDonald's, and all these terrible things were happening. It was supposed to be like, go to McDonald's to make yourself feel better, and people were so outraged by the AI things they were doing in it that they just pulled it. I just remembered in the back of my mind. I don't remember all the exact details. After I drop off this Target order, there's really not going to be any restaurants or stores nearby, so I'm probably going to just be dead miling for a while until something else comes in. At least I know I only have to do one more $10 order, so, and it's only just a little bit after 12 o'clock. The next vaccine shot that I plan on getting, and I'm not in a hurry to get it, it's called the pneumococcal vaccine. It's supposed to protect you from some type of bacteria that you could possibly get when you get pneumonia. And it's just a one and done shot, and the side effects for that, they said, are very minimal once you take it. So I think that's going to be the last type of immunization vaccine I'm going to need to take for the rest of my life, as far as I know, at least I hope. I'm trying to get just prepared for old age and doing everything I can to do what I need to do, so that way I don't do one of those dumb ways to die situations. I'm gonna try to remember to ring the doorbell. Can I grab all this off the phone? I did it, I got it all. Well, that was not too bad of a job. All in all, it's only $12.13. And I'm almost at $29, so I basically need $11 and change to hit the goal. Let's hope the next one comes real quick. Moving on. I keep trying to take a picture of my face to verify my identity on Uber Eats, but there's no internet, so it keeps getting an error. Nothing I can do about it. It says, please stop and park to verify your account. And then the moment I stop and take a picture of myself, it just spins like it doesn't know, it can't upload the picture to confirm my face. The cell phone service in this area is so intermittent that I don't even want to waste my time pulling over into some random neighborhood to try to take a picture. So I'm just going to keep moseying along until I get to a red light. And I've already been driving about 2 to 3 miles from the last drop-off point. I'm going to stop inside this Albertson shopping center just so I can take a picture of my face. I don't like to delay too long taking a picture when it asks for one, because I've heard horror stories about people who got kicked off the app because they thought the account was being shared with other people, and that was simply because they never responded to the request of having their picture taken. I wonder if I ever grew a beard or a mustache, if I would get in trouble with Uber Eats when it wanted to verify my identity. I can imagine the app could possibly think I was somebody else. Or what if I grew my hair really long? Oh, that would look scary. Next one up is from Uber Eats. I'm going to do shopping at Vons, which I said I wouldn't do anymore, but I figure, what the heck, I might as well just give it a whirl. I haven't done it in a long time. I'm going to get $14.71 to shop for 6 items, 7 units, driving 2.7 miles. wasn't too bad. Let's get going. We are going to be traveling to a house 5 minutes from here, 1.9 miles. I have a gate code. It's a leave at the door. When I picked up the trays of fruit in the produce section, I didn't see any of them that had kiwi fruit, which is of course what the customer wanted. I only saw ones that had grapes. But on another shelf, there they were. And I was like, okay, no problem there. Let's move on. So I went and looked for the grapes. They had 2 packages of grapes left. I got one of those, threw that in the cart. Then the water crackers did not match the picture in the app, which of course was a problem at first because I was like, is this the right thing? So I scanned it and it turned up that it was correct. Then the app told me to take a picture of the aisle, I guess for future delivery drivers so they could see, because I guess that must be something that that drivers say they don't have because the packaging doesn't match, so they say they don't have it. And I did that, and then I went over to the deli section and I got the cheese, and of course they've changed a lot of the packaging. It didn't match the photo, and that was it. And then came the big tense moment at the end where I had to worry if the barcode on my phone would get declined, because that's why I stopped doing grocery orders, because it was happening so often. It was really irritating me. And I was happy to report the barcode worked just fine and I got the heck out of there. I can't tell you how happy I am. This is the last one. This is my first time being back to doing DoorDash in several days, and you know what happens when you stop doing it for a few days? You just don't want to do it. You just are in no mood to deal with the antics of people. Alright, let's drop this off. This is just going to be a leave at the door, as I recall. No ringing, no knocking. Just the basic leave at the door. And that is that. What an easy way to end the day. I really lucked out today. I thought it was going to be a complete waste of my time. It happens sometimes on Saturdays where people, for whatever reason, don't need the service, so you don't get any work. But no, it all worked out. Once I got into the 11 o'clock hour, everything kicked in just like it always does. So the journey on doing DoorDash and Uber Eats, it continues, which I'm very happy about because I do like the money. And so I think let's see, so what else do I have to tell you guys? I don't think there's anything else to tell you guys. I ended up putting about 25 miles on the car. I got 60 miles to the gallon, which means I spent about $2 on gas, because the last time I got gas I spent $4.50. And so it's either $2 or $2.25 or something. Somewhere in that range is what I spent on gas today, which isn't too bad. Boy, I'm real rusty with my wrap up. See, when I take too much time off, even my way of speaking gets all cluttered up because I'm not staying. See, look, my brain it can't even function. When you do this job every day, the ability to like communicate and say what you're thinking flows so much better because you're exercising the muscle every day. But when you take too many days off and you're not speaking much other than to your family, you know, you're just the usual stuff you say, your skill in talking starts to weaken. So that's what's happening to me with the wrap up. But thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, hit that like button. If you'd like to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. And I'll see you again on the next one. Take care. Bye for now. Oh, I'm a mess. I really need to keep in practice.